Hey Sim Cousins, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Jay Ivory here with another video, and I'm pretty excited about this one. This is, my first speed build, yay! And it's a medieval festival. I came up with the idea because I had these deco sims, as you see me pulling, and I'm like, when am I ever gonna use medieval deco sims when I'm not playing, historical save files, which I haven't done in a while. And I got the idea of like Renaissance type festival. They're like outdoor festivals. I don't know if you guys ever been to one, but back in Florida, we have a really popular one that comes every year. And so I was like, oh, I should find a lot in Windenburg and build my own sim festival, outdoor festival. So yeah, this is me pulling deco. I actually went through like my content, or I should say my build content, just to see like, okay, what do I have that would like fit the aesthetic of a medieval town, if you will, or festival. So this is me moving some deco buildings that I downloaded eons ago, and you're asking, she is moving them things off lot. That's because I am using Tool, y'all. If you are not using Tool for your building, you are missing out. I know it can be overwhelming. I was overwhelmed at first. I think the first time I used it, I stopped using it until I watched a stream, and that person was just kind of like, they had to keep using it in order to get comfortable with it. And so once I just started forcing myself to use it, I got really confident in utilizing it for builds. And so yeah, that's what you see here. I was able to lay out buildings across the street, and really I wanted them to be shell buildings that still give the allure of a medieval town, but really, in my imagination, they're just buildings used to like hold storage, supplies for the vendors and workers that work across the street to the festival. So that's my storyline, and I'm sticking to it. But they look really great, especially when I do my videos, pictures, and gameplay. So y'all, I did not know I had deco horses. Where I got them from, don't make me lie to you. But I'm going to tell you this point about me and my videos. Unless I go out of my way to showcase a builder or a content creator, I am horrible with knowing like where exactly I got something, especially if I had it for a while. So, if you're going to come here thinking I'm finna like label out every single piece of item that I've used, yeah, I'm not that girl. But what I can promise you is that if you see something that I use and you really want to incorporate that in your build or your gameplay, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do the research to see, who, where I got it from, and I will pass that information along. So have no problem doing that. But yeah, back to my build. So I used the ropes, as you can see here, to kind of like give a layout of my boundaries for my festival. And I put the barn in the corner with the horses because at first this was supposed to be a residential lot, and there were going to be medieval quote-unquote workers, and I was going to have horses and goats and have a little petting zoo in the corner. And when I got to thinking about it, I realized like, oh, I don't have any lot traits that would gravitate Sims, to the lot. So I had to like reconsider. But pause. I decided, let me check and see on the gallery and see if there's any room builds that I can use for my festival. And lo and behold, I found exactly what I was looking for. So for all you builders out there, like, save yourself the hassle. Look on the gallery so that way you're not literally building each and every, item. Like, I'm horrible with structures. So, the day you see me building a house from scratch, I've come a long way. But, like, again, I wish I took note of who actually built this. But yeah, it's one of those things to where it's like someone talented decided to go out of their way to not only build it but to share it. And here I am, utilizing it in my festival. And it's like the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? So please check the gallery. There are some really talented builders out there that come up with some out of this world builds that you can use. And this helped cut down the amount of time, even though I took like 3 hours, but I compressed this all for you in like 15 minutes. You're welcome, right? And so once I laid down the tournament site, if you will, I said, okay, this is going to be the main focus of the festival. And it just allowed me to really focus on like the aesthetics. Like, for instance, I wanted a parking lot because even though Sims spawn, I really wanted to kind of have a realistic feel to where it's like, okay, yeah, you guys are going to spawn in the middle of the street, but I could at least pretend like, okay, you drove here, maybe you were driving by, you decided to stop and check out the festival, right? So going back to the problem, that if I didn't mention it, let me mention it now. This initially being a residential lot and realizing that it almost busted my bubble wide open. But then I got to thinking, I said, oh, I can make clubs. So therefore, I can go ahead and make this a different lot type. So, I could have made it a park, but I wanted more functionality out of it. And so I ended up finding that I had downloaded dine out versions in medieval style. So I have like the cook station, the waiter station, and the host stand, and decided, I can make a portion of my festival into an outdoor medieval tavern, if you will, a restaurant, since I have the pieces. And so, yeah, this lot technically ended up being a restaurant, but I was able to utilize those pieces that I had downloaded. And again, forgive me, I don't even know where I found them at. I'm glad I had them because it saved the day on what type of lot this was going to be. And yeah, so at this point of the build, I started moving those decos in place so that way I can, focus on the restaurant and what I wanted to do in that area. This isn't the final. I did go in and do some tweaks and added some additional stuff like more terrain paint in the grass for where people would be walking. I added some other items off-site using Tool. But yeah, I wanted to utilize these tents that I downloaded like over a year ago. I actually ended up putting the tarot card reader tent that's from the Life and Death game pack in the corner because I thought it was cute aesthetic for a medieval festival. And so this is just me, placing some more tents down. And I felt like they had two purposes because these are actually functional. Like, people can go in and actually sleep or rest. So I figure, if your sim is someone who got caught up and they're on the lot maybe longer than you intended them to be, there's at least sleep areas. I even have medieval type outhouses that they can not only use the bathroom, but they can also take showers. So this lot right here Your sim don't have to go nowhere. They can eat, they can sleep, they can go to the bathroom, they can shower, and most importantly, they can have fun. So I thought about everything when putting this lot together. So yeah, back to my master plan almost crumbling down behind me, right? Or around me, I should say. So I had to figure out, okay, so now this is a restaurant. I know I wanted to have residential type Sims incorporated. So if you haven't watched my last video, it's reviewing Cool Puppy's build, the Lucky Strike bar and pool hall. I actually talked about clubs in that video. And so this was a good opportunity again to create clubs. And so I actually went back and created a club and added some medieval dress Sims, and they actually come here, and that's actually, you saw a few of them in the beginning in the intro, but yeah, like it works. At the end of this, I did like kind of like a little test run to make sure everything is 10/10. I did run into a problem though. I don't know if it's because I have my club actively in a gathering, so all my Sims are currently stuck at the side of the road. I'll probably have to go in, end it, leave, go back in, and see if it kind of resets everybody. Because like right now, the waiter won't go into the lot. The hostess won't go into the lot. I'm like, what is going on? You guys were working perfectly last night, and now you want to have a little bug. So yeah, this is just me, trying to figure out the layout for my restaurant. Now that I've decided it's gonna be a restaurant, and I'm super excited about this build. Like, it gives me pleasure to look back on this and see that, wow, I took something that was like a completely clean slate and built it into an idea that I have. So I've always been a big person when it came to my imagination. I loved Barbies, paper dolls, always was into the Sims. I played the mobile Sims. I actually did play Sims 3 right before Sims 4 came out. So I'm just a really big person when it comes to any type of gameplay that you can use your imagination. But I love The Sims most because you can really, with the mods and custom content out there, you can bring your imagination to life and just set your Sims loose like sea monkeys, like little pets, and be like, here, I have built it for you. Have fun, play, right? Doesn't it look great, y'all? Like, that is such a great shot right there. So this is me playing with the restaurant. Yeah, I'm playing with the restaurant and the lot types. So I'm kind of going through trying to figure out like what lot traits I want for the lot and what will work. I actually created the menu. I created all of the outfits for the waiter staff, so they are incorporated, or they look like everybody else, or at least the decos. These damn goats, y'all. Excuse me for cussing, okay? I put these goats twice in my game, and both times they disappeared upon gameplay. So look, as you can see, flawless. They're not doing that at the moment, but they were doing it last night, and here's my proof. See, playing. This is all autonomous. All autonomous. I think I was just kind of looking around, making sure everyone's doing what I want them to do. And it was a beautiful thing last night. If I can recreate that, and there's that pesky, exception. I got to figure out what's broken in my game. And you see this? It starts to rain, right? So I decided to go ahead and end the hangout. Selena with her boyfriend Travis. So yeah, that's my medieval festival. I will get some gameplay videos up so you can see me playing with some Sims in the festival. And yeah, if I haven't said it already, like, subscribe, click the notification, And you know what? Thank you for rocking with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.